But first, new details in a disturbing case out of Apache County. A 10-year-old girl murdered. Her father, one of two people arrested in connection to her death. He and his girlfriend appearing in court this morning.
ABC 15's Ashley Holden listened in and heard from those who knew this little girl, calling her death preventable. Ashley, some of these details are just tough to hear.
And that includes her former school administrators. There are the ones that are calling 10-year-old Rebekah Baptiste's death preventable. We want to warn you, some of these details in this story may be tough to hear.
Over a long period of time, this child was subjected to some horrendous conditions.
In court, Apache County prosecutors describing the injuries of 10-year-old Rebekah Baptiste.
I have marked, if for the court's consideration, exhibits 2, 3, and 4, which are excerpts from some of the hospital records regarding Rebekah, the victim who died, indicating both acute, so some very recent significant injuries that she sustained, subdural hematomas, bruising up and down her entire body, missing toenails, and then also long-term care issues.
While we still don't know her cause of death, a newly obtained police report says on July 27th, it was Rebekah's dad, Richard Baptiste, and his girlfriend, Anicia Woods, who called 911, saying Rebekah was not breathing, telling police she had run away and had been found by a neighbor. But both Richard and Woods were arrested. The little girl was taken to Phoenix Children's, where she died 3 days later.
An actual medical diagnosis said that the above findings are highly concerning for child physical abuse, child sexual abuse, and torture.
Prosecutors allege 2 other children in the home also had injuries. A new complaint says Rebekah's dad and Woods are now charged with first-degree murder and child abuse.
Rebekah was an absolutely beautiful human. She was one of our best students.
The Empower College prep community left grieving. ABC 15 was told Rebekah and 2 of her siblings were students there until family says they recently moved out of the valley. Administrators say staff reported suspected abuse or neglect to the Arizona Department of Child Safety 12 times in the last year. In terms of what you guys did see, what kind of prompted you to report?
On more than one occasion, and more than one of the Baptiste scholars shared that they felt unsafe or that they did not want to return home. They would make allegations and have markings on them that were evident that aligned with the allegations that they made.
Administrators say DCS told them the case had been assigned to an investigator at least 4 times, but now they want answers. Do you feel like the state let these kids down?
Yeah, absolutely. We believe that the lack of, absolute follow-through or investigation to support these kids and keep them safe, both physically, psychologically, mentally, emotionally, was not done.
Richard Baptiste and Anicia Woods were granted a $1 million bond. They are set to be back in court for a preliminary hearing in early September. Back to you.
Ashley, thanks. Our team coverage on this big story continues with ABC 15's senior investigator Melissa Blasius pressing the Department of Child Safety for answers. Melissa?
Faye, there are so many questions tonight about who could have intervened and what more could have been done to prevent the horrible end to Rebekah Baptiste's life. Tonight, the Arizona Department of Child Safety is acknowledging that their workers did know the murdered 10-year-old and her family. We asked specifically about how many times they got complaints of abuse involving this little girl and the outcome of those investigations, but DCS is not yet giving us details of the extent of its involvement. However, DCS is promising a thorough review, issuing a statement saying the goal is to identify and understand any systemic barriers that may have influenced the outcome and to implement data-driven systemic changes to prevent such tragedies in the future. Despite our expertise in child safety, DCS says we cannot predict the future and must operate within the boundaries of our legal authority. DCS also saying the department is collaborating with law enforcement on a joint investigation to ensure the people responsible for this heinous act are brought to justice. The Child Protection Agency is also saying, tragically, those who intend to harm children can sometimes evade even the most robust systems designed to protect them. And as Ashley Holden mentioned in her report just a few minutes ago, this family had been living in Phoenix for years, and then they abruptly moved to rural Apache County within the last few months. I'm Senior Investigator Melissa Blasius, ABC 15, Arizona.